I'm always going to be an imposter because I know that I have made mistake after
That's
mistake
a really good point.
after sin after sin. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's just like,
a really good point.
and John, like, I had this conversation, not the imposter syndrome question, but the John, like, I talked to John about this, and he's just like, Jesus forgave you for all your future sins, all your past sins, and all your current sins. And it's just like, it's like, yeah, I understand that perspective, but I still feel unworthy of being saved.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess to answer your question, like, in that sense of the realm, 100% you can always feel unworthy because the New Testament says he loves you and he created you wholeheartedly with nothing left to give.
Yeah, it's a good perspective on that. Yeah, I haven't thought about that in a while. I remember we talked about it way back when, if you remember. Um, just like I don't want to sound sacrilegious, but like, what if the purpose of the Jesus story wasn't so much to have it be, let's say, God Himself, but to teach us what God expects from us, or how God wants us to act. And it's almost like He's giving us the example and giving us the idol to emulate. And if we can just act in accordance to how Jesus lived His life, that is what God asks of us. And I had those thoughts of like, what if that's the purpose of the Jesus story in and of itself? It's to give us a model of the person we should strive to become, strive to be. And so I guess in essence that, yes, you're imposter to who you actually are if you're trying to be that.
Correct.
But I guess there's two sides to it. And
And that's where that ego.
That's a good point.
That's where that ego comes in, because if you think that you have that, if you think that you are him,
yeah. Well, yeah, absolutely.
right? Like, that's ego. That's
exactly.
Like, that's what I struggled with. Go ahead.
It's a perfect combination of seeking that with humility. Humility being never feeling like you're fulfilled, that you've never reached that point, but the confidence knowing that you're living your life in the proper way, to where you truly trust that you're living life in accordance to how God would want you to. But you're humble enough to never put yourself in a position to where you feel like you've reached that point.